Hey everyone, Tommy here. It is Sunday before the CrossFit Games. We are out in front of Athlete Check-In and we are joined by Todd Meleney, the CMO of NOBULL. He's going to take us through the check-in process and see what these athletes get to experience as they get set for their CrossFit Games. All right, so when they first show up here, what happens? They have to check in, anything in particular? How does it start?
Yep, so athletes come through the CrossFit registration process. They'll come into the NOBULL Athlete HQ, and then this is their registration desk where they'll be greeted by a NOBULL Athlete Concierge. When each athlete comes in, they'll have a concierge appointed to them who will bring them into the athlete space and get them set up in their personal locker.
Got this cool little setup to start, and I know where you can kind of hear some of it. What is this experience as you walk in?
Yeah, this moment is really special for me because it really establishes the history of the event that these athletes are about to compete in. So it's an audio track that we created of really special and iconic moments in CrossFit Games history that really just sets the mood and reminds these athletes of what the next week is going to be like in the history of the sport.
So now we're basically in kind of like the center stage, right? And so there's a lot going on. We're kind of transitioning between the men and the women, I know right now, but as far as everything that's in front of them, what is all to kind of take in for the athletes?
Yeah, so this is the moment, right? This is the reveal. And if you can imagine it as a first-time or multi-time CrossFit Games athlete coming into this space, you have arrived at the CrossFit Games. That's a huge deal, and we wanted to create an experience that has every single moment designed so that when they come in, they're greeted with their concierge, they're brought over to their personal locker where their uniforms are merchandised head to toe for them, and they get to try on their kit and make sure that everything is just perfect for them. So they have over 30 apparel items and 7 pieces of footwear, so there's a ton. So the kit that we have merchandised is what they'll be wearing during opening ceremonies, and they'll come in, first and foremost, try on opening ceremonies kit, make sure everything's fitting just right, and have some dedicated time with our product experts so they can have questions answered around what footwear should they be wearing for rope climbs, what shoes should they be wearing on turf, and make sure we cover all of the basics so that they have total confidence in everything that they're getting. Once it's determined that they've got the sizes they need, they don't need alterations, everything's good to go, then they'll wrap up here and they'll wear their opening ceremonies uniform over to a media space where we're creating content with them and for them to celebrate this day. And the way we think about it is we want to design every single moment, not just for our story, the one we're trying to tell, but the one that each athlete is trying to tell too. And if we can equip them with assets to do it, because that's part of, a big part of what our brand is about is content, then we want to do it. And we want to have fun with it too. So if they're going to have some goofy photos, some fun ones, some serious ones, we'll provide it, we'll produce it, and then they can just celebrate it or have it as a keepsake for later.
Todd, thanks as always for taking us through this, for giving us access. Appreciate the time. I'm excited for what's coming in year 2.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Tommy.
And guys, we'll be doing some highlights from the NOBULL retail space each night after the competition is done, and daily recaps as well. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And we might have some really cool top 5 moments for you guys as well.